Welcome back to Southwest Yard and Garden. I'm Curtis Smith. Gardeners spend a lot of time indoors working with their houseplants. They may spend time outside working in the gardens, and then they get hungry, and it's time to eat lunch or to eat dinner. And they come in and they eat. Or maybe they've got company coming over. They're going to have a party and they have to prepare a meal. You know, safety is something gardeners need to consider, especially their safety of their food. So today we're at the Bernalillo County Extension Office with Patricia Aaron, home economist, who's going to talk to us about food safety for the gardener. What's the number one thing we've got to consider?
Washing your hands, Curtis. Washing your hands is crucial for food safety.
Especially if we've been in the garden digging in the dirt?
You bet. Centers of Disease Control, CDC, estimates that we could prevent about 60% of foodborne illness just by washing our hands appropriately and at the correct time.
What's the correct time?
Well, always after you go to the bathroom, while you're handling food, and before you eat.
So while you're handling food, is there more than one washing during the food handling process?
Yes, if you're handling meat, then before you handle anything else, you need to wash thoroughly. And that's what we're going to have you do now.
Wash thoroughly.
Yes, we are. I'm going to put some pretend germs. This is a lotion with iridescent dye, and I'm going to have you put it on your hands, and we're going to look at the dye, and then I'm going to have you wash your hands, and we'll look and see how well you did. Are you up for that?
Knowing you, no, I'm not, but let's go ahead.
Okay, this is a very small amount, and just put it on like you would hand lotion.
So just rub it on.
Rub it on the back.
Backs and everywhere.
Everywhere
I would get dirty.
That's right.
If I've been in the garden, that's up to my nose. I won't do that
well,
right now.
We'll just do your hands right now. Okay, now we're going to look at them, and I want you to see. Turn them over. Can you see all of the iridescent dye? Now, if that was bacteria, I want you to wash it off and do a really good job, and then we'll look at them again and see how you did.
Let's see if I'm contaminated.
Yes.
So we go wash.
Yes. Okay. Want to lather up really well, Curtis. Wet them, put some soap on them, and then you wash for 20 seconds. You can either sing Happy Birthday or count to 20. And that way you know that you've done a good job. And you rinse thoroughly and dry on a clean top, either a cloth or a paper towel. Let's look, Curtis, and see how you did.
They look clean.
Yeah, they do. They look, to the naked eye, it looks very clean, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, let's see here what happened. Look here. See back here on your palms? Back in here? So if that were bacteria, that would still be on your hands.
I got my fingers clean.
How about look here over here on the side? Turn it over this way. See right here? And oh my, look at those wrists. See right here?
Do I have to wash behind my ears too?
That probably would help. And look around your fingernails.
I see spots in several places.
Yeah. And most people, I mean, this is not unusual that most of us do not wash and wash thoroughly.
And I actually washed probably a little better than I normally would, knowing you were going to do this.
That's right. I want to show you now some cross-contamination of why you wash your hands between handling food. What I've used is a product. It's a glow germ that is an iridescent.
Fake germs.
Fake germs,
okay.
Pretend germs. And I put it here on the cutting board. And I always like for people to use two cutting boards, one for meats and one for vegetables, and then wash them thoroughly.
If these were really germs, this could be what it looks like after we've cut a turkey on this cutting board, a raw turkey.
If we put any meat on here, then we would have these germs. Let's have you now pick up that pepper and handle it, and handle the knife. And yeah, it's a little mushy. And you want to take the knife and go ahead and cut through it.
So we want to cut this. We're not going to eat this one that has pretend germs on it.
No, we're not going to eat this one. Okay.
Okay.
Now, take the
cloth
there and wipe your hands, and then wipe the board. Now you've cleaned it.
Move this off of here.
Okay, wipe the board. There you go. How about wiping the table with that same cloth? Okay, how about shaking hands with me now that you've done it? Hi there.
I think you're contaminated.
Let's look at this. Okay. Turn your hands over here. You're recontaminated now. And look at this pepper.
The board's not clean.
Nope, and the board's not clean.
I washed it.
Look here, how about this knife? Look at this knife.
And even on the blade, I saw it.
And how about the dishcloth? Look at this.
Glows bright.
Glows, doesn't it? And look at the table.
I see spots on the table.
Try picking up the coffee cup. You're going to drink coffee while you're preparing food. Yeah, look at that. Turn it over here. Look here. Right in place, right there for your mouth.
That's right where I was going to put my lips.
It's exactly where.
This makes you sick to see.
This is why you wash your hands thoroughly and why you really watch about cross-contamination. You want to clean these cutting boards thoroughly also. After you use each one of them, you want to wash them in hot soapy water and rinse, and then you can dip them in a bleach solution. That's 1 quart of water for 1 tablespoon of chlorine bleach. Dip it in there, rinse it, and then air dry.
Air dry. I can't use the towel that I just washed my hands with to dry it.
What do you think would happen if you did that?
I have a real good idea right now.
Right, you just transfer germs right back on to whatever it is that you touch.
Well, I'm thankful we were using fake germs today.
Me too, Curtis. I wouldn't want you to get sick.
I want you to be around gardening next year. I don't want you sick, so I want you to know what you do when you come in from gardening. So I will now recontaminate Patricia and say thank you.
Thank you for having me, Curtis.